So, very good morning. How you doing? Hope all well. Hope all good. Just the start of the week, and this is me, Justine Kapani, the founder CEO of I'm Decor Design. We are in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor and interior solutions. But there's lots of other stuff that I do. And I'm also a drummer playing with the Delhi Drum Circle. Plus, I'm into golf and I'm into sports. I exercise, but there's something which I've been doing for a number of years now, and I want to continue doing it. Is taking care of the community strays and pets and feeding them and stuff. In fact, I've also adopted one, and believe me, he's as good and as lovable as any breed. And most people who come to my house have only good things to talk about him, because obviously I was actually puppy feeding my dog and puppy caretaking of him at the park where he was born, and I bought him home last year. Okay, so now we see a lot of good changes and initiatives happening in favor of animals everywhere. Over the last few weeks, I've been also sharing about the developments happening in various countries like Netherlands, Brazil, like France, now India. I mean, we are still debating and speculating changes and awaiting better laws and stuff in favor of strays and stuff. But what I find is that US is also now gearing up and working pretty proactively on amending the changes, and they actually have a bench of about I think thousand something people in power, positions of power, and mayors and other people who are actually wanting a change to happen. And in the morning was this news of the animal rules and everything changing. So I'm also hoping that in our country we're going to have an awakening, and there will be more respect for animal life as well, because humans can voice it out, humans can share, humans can kind of do it for themselves and stuff. But animals, they can't express, they can't talk, and they have to be literally taken care of and stuff, because they are firstly living beings, and secondly, you have to respect every human life. So this is a article which I laid my eyes on in the morning today. This is on Bud. He's a Rottweiler, and these Rottweilers are considered a dangerous breed by certain ignorant people, or people who've been conditioned or they follow negative of dogs and stuff. I mean, someone who fears a dog will fear any breed, but Rottweilers, for how they look and stuff, like pit bulls, are generally misunderstood. And they've been so many times at animal and pet fairs in New Delhi, where I've actually stood close, and I've touched Rottweilers. I don't know. So this is a story of a Rottweiler who's actually assisting a Chennai-based psychologist to help people feel great and recover, and is a therapy dog. And she's a psychologist from Chennai called Shanaya Srinivasan, and she's got this Rottweiler. And she says that this guy has got awareness in him, and he is a pretty sensitive dog, because he only goes to people who are interested in knowing him and touching him. If a client or a customer is scared, the dog senses it and he goes to the other room. But usually when she's doing her therapy sessions and stuff, she's got the dog in the adjacent room, and if people are interested in meeting up the dog and stuff, she opens up the door, and the dog meets and greets and stuff, and helps them regulate the way they are feeling. And some of them have actually kind of allowed the dog to rest their head on the thigh, and they've given them kisses and stuff. And she says this physical affection actually scientifically triggers a release of oxytocin, the hormone which is associated in bonding with emotional support and stuff. And she says, I realized that even if he was a Rottweiler, it took him a while to settle down, but when he started interacting and got into a structured mode, both the clients and the dog feel comfortable. And she says the journey began by chance 7 years ago, when she was running out of the center, and Bud had to be taken to the school, and as he was a small puppy, he got the attention of people around and everything. And as he was growing up, he was sensitive to human emotions, but people often misunderstood him. So it took people also a while to understand when he was being trained that he's a respectful guy, and he also is offering emotional support and emotional space to people to come and actually pet him and play with him and be with him. Some people, including the media, which is so true, she says is portraying the breed of Rottweilers to be a dangerous dog, but experts in animal-assisted interventions are actually highlighting that therapy dogs and breeds as these are more about upbringing and temperamental control than blaming the breeds. So the similar story was about pit bulls and bigger dogs. People are fearful, people are scared. People have got bitten once as a child or maybe as an adult or something, and they have this fear, they don't know how to deal with it. So I feel, and I totally endorse the idea that more than the animals, it's actually the humans who require more of counseling and ways to how to kind of be around a dog and stuff. When you don't know about a dog, avoid going close to a dog. And when you don't know much about the dog breed, always a good idea to not form a borrowed or old school or conservative or fearful thought processes about it. So she says different breeds are good for different interventions, and sometimes they offer this quiet interaction to humans where people who have not been able to open up to me are becoming friendlier. And I noticed a change. She says a Rottweiler or a Pit Bull can be as affectionate as a Golden Retriever. It's actually about how you train them and how you kind of treat them. And a friendly dog is always a good therapy dog and a support. So always a good idea to have a pet and stuff. So it's not because I'm actually grown up on dogs or I'm a dog lover or a caretaker, but I generally feel also for other animals, when your knowledge is limited about animals or strays or animals in the wildlife as well, why form a opinion about them and why keep your mind closed about them. So always a good idea to have an open mind and to go with a warm heart and try and become little friendlier, try and understand the psyche or psychology of the animal before you kind of pass them off or brand them as dangerous, aggressive, or whatever. There are so many dogs around me. They are misunderstood when people who are nice to them, including children, approach them. They're at their best, but when there are people who are kicking or throwing bottles at them or throwing stones at them, they cross the roads and stuff. These dogs, they want to kind of prevent anything ugly happening, so they either get up and run away the other direction or they actually start barking. So the best way, if you're on the street and stuff, I leave you on this tip is that just stand still and avoid taking that route where the dogs are. If you don't like dogs, stay away from them and do not brand breeds that you're not aware of, or because you followed so many media channels or you've seen them on Instagram and stuff like that to be true about everybody. So this is on page 17, Times of India. You could read this article. It's a nice article. It's really interesting, and let's respect human beings. And I think our holy books also say this. And so do the bhajans and kirtans that we listen to every day. So they say have respect for humans, have respect for people, serve the world, do some community service and stuff. So community also includes pets and animals besides human beings. So jkapani@gmail.com, jashinkapani.im@gmail.com, and jashinkapanioffice@gmail.com. Here's a cheers to a chai which I've just finished off, but I was reading this article, and you'll see the picture of the dog. The dog looks really cute and it's so warm and fuzzy, and it's a good picture. So try befriending some animals wherever you are, and do kind of place water and offer them some paneer or maybe some biscuits, uh, not Palaji, but some dog biscuits, or give them some paneer ka pani, paneer water, or you can give them a little bit of lassi or whatever, not the meetha one, not the salty one, but just charge. That's what they call it, So kindness starts from where we are. We don't have to have over promising, acts of kindness and stuff. It starts from where you are. So hope this works and hope this helps. And that's Bud on page 17. Do read that article. I've shared it on social media as well. Love and luck. Take care. Bye bye.